Should I take it up? Be amended now. Pass journal entries at the time of issue of debentures, assuming the issue is on 1st April 2015. So we will pass all entries on 1st April 2015. On which date an security premium account showed a balance of rupees 45,000. So it will be useful in the writing of loss on issue of debentures account and debentures discount account. Now, option A, company issued rupees 2 lakhs 12% debentures and then issued then at a discount of 5% and redeemable at par. Redeemable at par underline. Now redeemable at par will have no effect. So issued at discount, bank account debit, debenture discount account debit, debentures account. Company and then issue. Second option, okay. 40,000 12% debentures and then at a premium of 5% and then redeemable at par. Again, redeemable at par will have no impact. So issued at premium, bank account debit, to debentures, to security premium account. Company issued 40,000 12% debentures at par and then issued at par. Then again redeemable at 10% premium. Now combined entry will be bank account debit, loss on issue of debenture account debit, to debentures account, to premium on redemption. And last option, company and then issued 1 lakh 15% debentures and then at 5% discount and then redeemable after 10 years and then at 10% premium. So now combined entry will be bank account debit, debenture discount account debit, loss on issue to debentures to premium on redemption. Okay, so these entries we have to pass. Make a formula. Journal entries, the books of ... Done the formats, everyone?
Yes.
Now understand how to do this. First option A. Entry on 1/4/15. Now issued at discount. Option A. See that issued at discount. Redeemable at par. Redeemable at par will have no effect. So bank account debit. Debenture discount account debit to debentures account. Did you understand the entry, everyone? Now specifically mentioned to 12% debentures account. Now regarding the amount, always go reverse. You'll get the amounts easily and correct if you always go reverse. Means first debentures. Debentures I told you yesterday always with face value. So directly 2 lakhs. Got it, everyone? Then discount of 5%. So 2 lakhs 5%, that is 10,000. 2 lakhs minus 10,000, 1,90,000 is what we would have received. Is everyone clear with this? B. Debentures issued at 5% discount. Okay, being debentures issued at 5% discount. Done with it, everyone? Yes. Now we are ended. How will we write off this debenture discount from security premium? How much security premium is there? 45,000. Is it sufficient to write off this 10,000? So that will be done at the end of the year. 31,316. Security premium account debit 10,000 to debenture discount account 10,000. Did you understand this? B. Debentures discount written off. So option A is done, okay? Now option B, 1,415. Now see what is given in option B. Company issued 4,12% debentures with a premium of 5% redeemable at par and issued at premium. So redeemable at par will have no effect. Means bank account debit to debentures to 12% debentures account and to debenture premium or security premium account. Anything can be written. Okay, as I said, amounts will go reverse. How much will be premium? 40,000, 5%, 2,000. Debentures with face value of 40,000. So bank account debit with 42,000. Total amount what you are going to receive is 42,000. Did you understand this? B. Debentures issued at premium. Now premium means nothing is to be written off.
Yes.
Okay, premium means nothing is to be written off. The loss and discount are to be written off. Here it is issued at premium, so only one entry will come. Now, third option. Issued at par, redeemable at premium. Now, here be addendum. We know that combined entry is bank account debit, loss on issue of debenture account debit to debenture to premium on redemption. But you don't pass combined entry because amount will become confusing. Combined entry we will get, but we will pass two single entries and combine. Means, how is it issued? At par. Pass the entry of that, leaving one line in between. First we pass the entry of issue, leaving one line in between. Then we will combine the effect of redemption and premium, loss on issue to premium on redemption. So you will not make mistakes with the amount, and you will get combined entry also very easily. So first of all, how is it issued? Issued at par. First we pass that entry, leaving one line in between of debit and credit. Now 1,415. Bank account debit, leaving one line in between, to 12% debentures account. Now, issued at par, so directly 40,000 will come. Both the places. So issued entry is okay. Now redeemable at premium. So its effect is loss on issue of debentures account debit to premium on redemption account. Did everyone understand this? Now how much is the premium at the time of redemption? 10%. So how much will that be? 40,000, 10%, 4,000. And that loss is also 4,000. Did you understand this? Everyone? So whenever redeemable at premium comes, you pass the two single entries leaving one line in between, so confusion regarding the amounts will not arise. Okay? B. Debentures issued at par, redeemable at premium. Okay, being debentures issued at par, redeemable at premium. And at the end of the year now, loss we have to write off and security premium 45,000 is sufficient to write off 4,000.
Yes.
So security premium account debit 4,000. To loss on issue of debentures account 4,000. Did everyone understand this? Any doubts in it? Being loss on issue of debentures written off. Okay, being loss on issue of debentures written off. Now option D, will you try it on your own first? How is it issued? 5% discount. First partiality of issue of discount leaving one line in between of debit and credit account. And then how is it redeemed? 10% redeemed. Then combine the effect of redeemable and premium. So try it on your own first, everyone. Option D. So be a lender, I am solving it now. First of all, they are issued at discount. So the entry will be bank account debit, debenture discount account debit, then you will leave one line in between to 12% debentures account. Now debentures will take the face value, so directly 40,000, no 1 lakh.
1 lakh.
So 15% debenture.
Now discount is 5%. Okay, 15% debentures. Discount is 5%, so 1 lakh into 5%, 5,000,
Yes.
and 1 lakh minus 5,000. 95,000. So the amounts we are not made missing if we pass to single entries. Now we'll combine the effect of redemption and premium, loss on issue of debentures account debit to premium on redemption account. Now premium on redemption is 10%. So 1 lakh's 10% premium will be 10,000.
Yes.
So premium as well as loss you'll record with 10,000. Whoever could get this correct? So everyone is clear with this? Being debentures issued at discount and redeemable at premium. Did you write the narration? Now, how much of debenture discount is to be written off?
5,000.
5,000 and loss
10,000.
10,000. Premium we have 45,000. So can we write it off or not?
Yes.
So security premium account debit 15,000. Total amount we have to write off is 15,000 to debenture discount account 5,000 to loss on issue of debentures account 10,000. Did everyone understand this? B. Debenture discount and loss on issue of debentures written off. Understood this?
Yes, sir.
You have to practice more or should I give the homework? Simple one, all of you will be able to do. Should I give the next topic?
Yes, sir.
So take 2 questions in homework then. Question 13. 1, 3, 13. No. Just 1 minute. Don't take 13. It's a next question. Once we do with 2 more concepts, then we can do it. Question 19D is your homework. 19D, page 96. 4 marks it is asked for entries. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Balance of security premium is not given. So only 1 entries will come. Okay, balance of security premium is not given, so writing of part cannot be done. Next topic will take up. So in issue of debentures, what is the second thing I made you write in the summary yesterday? Now, in the issue of debentures, I made you write 3 topics. Issued for cash, consideration other than cash. Okay, so now we take up that point. Issue of debentures for consideration other than cash. I think we did it in shares also.
Yes, sir.
Okay, in shares also we have read this topic. It is exactly similar. Issue of debentures for consideration other than cash. Now, other than cash means you get what against the debentures? Other than cash means you get what?
Assets.
Assets. Okay, one thing is here you are giving the debentures and getting the cash which you deposit in the bank, you are getting the money. And here you issue the debentures but you get consideration other than cash means what you get is assets. Okay, now assets what we obtain against the debentures. Now if you take over the entire business, then you get assets also and liabilities also. If you purchase only one asset, then against that you can give debentures. If you purchase the entire business, as generally it happens in the case of amalgamation, or it happens generally in the case of taking over of another companies, we studied last year partnership firm also. That sale or conversion of partnership firm into a joint stock company. So when you sell the partnership business to the joint stock company, these two have also in purchase consideration, shares were received, debentures were received. So debentures may be issued for consideration other than cash. Now here first we have to pass the entry for taking over the business, taking over its assets and liabilities. And then we'll pass the entry for the issue of debentures. So first right now, first entry will be for taking over business. Now, when you take over the business which includes assets as well as liabilities, then other business assets become our assets. So, assets are receivables, debit the receivables, assets account debit. Did you understand this? Leave 2 lines in between. Now, same way other business liabilities become our liabilities. So, liabilities are payables, credit the payables, so to liabilities account. And net assets, assets minus liabilities is what we have to pay to the vendor seller. So, seller is the giver, credit the giver to vendor account. Okay, this will be the first entry. Assets account debit to liabilities account to vendor account. Just 1 minute. So, did you understand this portion? Assets account debit to liabilities to vendor. Okay. Other business assets become our assets, debit the receivables, assets account debit. Other business liabilities become our liabilities, so they are payables for us, credit the payable to liabilities, and vendor is the giver, credit the giver to vendor account. Put your pens down. Now, suppose we have obtained assets of 10 lakhs. Liabilities of 4 lakhs. So 10 minus 4 lakhs. How much should we pay to the vendor? 6 lakhs. Because we are getting the net benefit of only 6 lakhs. Against assets of 10 lakhs, we also have to pay 4 lakhs on their behalf. Now suppose to the vendor, let us say I purchased the business from Jet. Now his net assets are 6 lakhs, but he is demanding 6 lakh 50,000. Can he demand 6 lakh 50,000?
Yes.
Why?
Goodwill.
Yes. And we had that in partnership also last year. Okay, you'll charge more amount because it's a well-established business what I am purchasing. So if he asks for 6 lakh 50,000, will I have to pay him 50,000 more or not? I am paying it for what? Goodwill. So that will have to debit to goodwill account. If we are paying more than the net assets. And suppose this business is loss-making business and he's selling it to me and say, I don't want to even pay 6 lakhs. I'll pay 5,50,000. If you want to take it, take it, otherwise leave it. And it takes 5,50,000. Now here 50,000 is it capital profit for me or not?
Yes, sir.
One time profit only. That I transfer to capital reserve. So if the amount payable to the vendor is more than net assets, then goodwill account. And if amount payable to the vendor is less than net assets, then capital reserve. What you will do is, remember here, put your pens down. Goodwill account debit with balancing figure and to capital reserve account with balancing figure means we will write the journal entry leaving one line in between. When we solve the question, we will write the journal entry leaving one line in between. If the difference comes in debit column, we'll take it as goodwill. If difference comes in credit column, we'll take it as capital reserve. So we don't have to make workings for that. So did you understand this first entry?
Yes.
Okay. Here vendor we will record with the amount of purchase consideration. Whatever amount we have decided to pay to the vendor, 6,50,000 or 5,50,000, that amount will come in vendor. Now second entry is for issue of debentures. Second entry is for issue of debentures. Okay. Now debentures can be issued at par, premium or discount.
Yeah.
So if debentures are issued at par, then vendor is the receiver, debit the receiver, vendor account debit, and two directly will transfer it to debentures account. Understood this?
Yes.
If they are issued at premium, then again vendor is the receiver, debit the receiver, vendor account debit. And what all will you credit? To debentures account as well as
Security.
to security premium account. Did you understand this? Vendor account debit to debentures account to security premium account. And they are issued at discount. Then what will be the entry? Vendor account debit, debentures discount account debit. Did all of you understand this?
Yes.
Also, one more thing. If the debentures are issued at par, then there will be no trouble with the amount. Because directly, whatever amount you have to pay to the vendor, suppose 650, then vendor account debit 6,50,000 to debenture 6,50,000. But if they are issued at premium or at discount, then vendor will close with 650. But how much amount should go to debentures? How much should go to security? Same way, vendor will debit with 650. How much should go to discount? How much should go to debentures? So before we pass the entry of PNC, if they are issued at premium or discount, first we will have to find number of debentures to be issued. Number of debentures to be issued, which will be equal to amount payable to the vendor, that is purchase consideration. Amount payable to the vendor. Like in our example, what is the amount payable to the vendor? 6,50,000. Okay, that way. And divided by issue price of debentures. Now what is this issue price of debentures? If they are issued at premium, okay, suppose 5% premium,
100.
then issue price of debenture is 105. 100 plus 5%, 105. If they are issued at 5% discount, then the issue price of debentures is 100 minus 5, 95. So suppose for simplicity I take a different figure. Suppose the amount payable is 6,20,000. Not 6,50,000 but 6,20,000. 6,50,000 is also fine. then 5% premium. So do 6,50,000 divided by 105.
6190.44.
It's coming in decimals.
Yes, sir.
To 6,20,000 divided by 105.
5904.
Exactly.
No,
It's coming in decimals only, no problem. So suppose it is issued at any percentage discount premium, so 100 and you will divide it by 105. So 5904 debentures would be issued. Then you get this amount. Vendor account you would debit with 6,20,000. Debentures 5904 and face value will be 200. And security premium 5904 into premium will be 5. Here it's coming in decimals, so it will not exactly match. Did you understand this? Same way, if it is issued at discount, then you will divide by 1995, whatever is the issue price, and then whatever number of debentures you get, debentures will come with face value, and discount will be coming with the amount of discount. So if it is issued at premium or discount, first we will have to find number of debentures. Then only we can get the amount of debentures and security premium and debentures discount. Did everyone understand this? Show this formula also. Read this everyone? All of you? Now, question number 2, page 93, be attended. Question number 2 on page 93. See, X Limited acquired assets valued at rupees 5 lakhs and current assets valued at rupees 2 lakhs, making fixed assets valued at 5 lakhs. Then current assets valued at 2 lakhs. So fixed assets 5 lakhs, current assets 2 lakh, total 7 lakhs, okay? And current liabilities valued at 1 lakh we will credit and we'll leave one line in between. It is agreed, okay, no need to leave a line in between. It is agreed to discharge the purchase price by issue of debentures of 100 each at par. Now here is any purchase price given, means we will assume we are paying exact difference only. Like what are the total assets we are acquiring?
7 lakhs.
Minus liabilities 1 lakh. So we will assume we are paying 6 lakhs only. We will assume we are paying exactly 6 lakhs. No goodwill, no capital reserve. Now it is agreed to discharge purchase price by issue of debentures of 100 each at par. So simply vendor to debentures, no need of working here, directly 6 lakhs. Past journal entries, and then also show the calculation of debentures. Only calculation, this formula. If debentures are issued at 25% premium, then what will be the issue price? 100 plus 25 premium, 125. Then 6 lakhs will be divided by 120. You'll get the number of debentures. Did you understand this?
Yes.
Make a format. But just put your pens down and write the entries and you can continue with the work. Okay, be attentive. First entry will be fixed assets account debit 5 lakhs. Current assets account debit 2 lakhs. To current liabilities account 1 lakh. Okay, and from whom we have purchased is it given? No, not given. So we simply write to vendor account. To vendor account we have to pay 7 lakhs minus 1 lakh, 6 lakhs. Okay, in absence of information, we assume no goodwill, no capital reserve, we are paying the exact amount. Now, we are issuing the debentures at par. So, vendor account debit directly 6 lakhs. And to which debentures are issued? Nothing is mentioned. So, simply to debentures account 6 lakhs. Did everyone understand this?
Yes.
And second option, they are asked, calculate the number of debentures. So what is the amount payable to the vendor?
6 lakhs.
6 lakhs.
6 lakhs. And what is the issue price if 25% premium is there?
48.
48.
4800.
Entry is not asked, but if entry was asked, then you have the vendor account debit with full amount 6 lakhs. Any confusion?
No, sir.
Two debentures, 4800 into 100, face value,
4,80,000.
4,80,000. And to security premium, 4800 into 25. Premium is 25 rupees. So security premium 4800 into 25. Do you understand this question?
Yes.
That kind of question also will take up tomorrow. Complete this. In total will come to 12 minutes.
Yes.
30 minutes.